Hello, everyone, and welcome back to my channel, TomKat Stitchery. I'm Whitney. This is Jenny, and today we are talking kind of a side trip that we've made a little bit with the channel.
Yeah.
On beginner sewists, and because obviously your journey is different than what my journey is right now. But I think it's really good to see someone that is starting from the beginning-ish, and how she is taking what she has learned in order to expand and increase her skills to better improve herself. So this is kind of a little, we'll be touching on this a few times this year.
Absolutely.
Yeah, kind of a little side quest that we're taking here on the channel. So Jenny has made 2 garments.
Right, and before we get into that, I want to say my name's Jenny. There's a lot of new people out there, so hello and welcome. I work with Whitney. I do a lot of the behind-the-scenes work, but it's impossible to be here and not want to sew. So a long time ago, I sewed when I learned in 4-H, and I kind of put it aside. And in the last year of working with Whitney, I've been picking it up again. And last fall, we created a class called Introduction to Garment Sewing. And the whole idea of the class was basically to teach me to sew again, but we recorded it for all of you. That is over at our website if you want to check out more about it.
We'll link it down below.
Yeah, absolutely. But the cool thing about that class is it really got me inspired. So I sewed the 3 garments that were in the class, and then my mind kind of got a little bit more like, oh, I think I could do this. I got a little more confident. And so I wanted to share with you guys what I did to expand upon the skills that I learned in the class. Now, first of all, I know you guys have all seen Whitney's sewing space and her beautiful machines and her lovely pegboard, and I'm looking at all right now, the thread aligned in rainbows. I want to share with you what my sewing space looks like, and we're going to pop a picture up here on the screen. I have a FOF Smarter 260cc, and it is a very entry-level craft machine. And I have a used Bernina 1200 serger that I just acquired for my daughter for her birthday, but I've been able to use it this year. So I have 2 small machines, and they get everything done that I need to get done. So I did not have to rely on a huge amount of inventory or equipment to sew what you're seeing here today. And this year, my goal is to sew 1 project a month. Last year, I sewed 6 projects. This year, I'm going to go for 12. And I want to share with you where I got so far.
Yeah.
So in garment sewing, Introduction to Garment Sewing, I sewed this blouse. This is a Love Notions pattern.
The cadence.
The cadence, and we'll link it below if you want to sew it.
Yep.
And in this pattern, I learned a few things. I learned how to put in a bust dart. I learned about facings around the neck opening. I learned how to finish the seams, and I learned how to do a hem. So those skills translated to this. This is the seam work dell. I made it out of some Robert Kaufman Brussels washer linen that I picked up at University of Sewing. And I just wanted something that was super comfy, but looked kind of cute and could transition from cold weather to warm weather. I was going on a trip to Mexico, so I wanted something that I could wear on the airplane and provide a little bit of coverage because the sun and I, we appreciate one another, but really my skin and the sun just don't mix. So I needed to stay covered. So this is breezy. It felt great when I was wearing it at the resort, and super comfortable when I wore it on the airplane. I actually even wore it last week for a conference, and I layered it up with a sweater and some hand knit socks and got a lot of compliments, and I felt really cute in it. So the skills that I took from the cadence to this is that this also has bust darts. It also has a facing. I learned how to understitch that facing and make it lay nice. And then I, of course, had to finish the seams. I had to hem the legs. I put some elastic in here for the shoulder straps. This was a really fun project. I did this 100% on my own with no help from here.
Like 0 help. Like it all happened at her house. She didn't even bring this over to because sometimes we group sew together because it's fun and why not? But you didn't even bring it over for that.
No, I think you might have been even traveling or something.
I think it was.
And I just sat down and I said, I'm going to do this today. And I had a blast. I had so much fun. So I'm really happy with how this turned out. I wouldn't really make any changes, except for I might have added a little bit longer elastic straps because I am very long-waisted, and that would be the only thing I change. But I love it. I can't wait to wear it more this summer. My family does say kind of gives them arty vibes. Whatever.
I love it. I love it. Embrace the arty vibe.
So, I mean, the whole reason I want to sew is because I want stuff that doesn't look like what everybody else has.
Yeah.
And this is 100% me and doesn't look like what everybody else has.
Yep.
So
very good.
Shall we swatch?
Yep. Yeah.
So you might be wondering what this is over here. Well, over in the course, you'll remember we sewed a skirt, which is the Love Notions
Encore
skirt. And this Love Notions Encore skirt has a zipper. And it has a waistband that's sewn in. It has pockets.
Patch pockets.
Patch pockets.
Yeah.
Super cute. Super. This one took a little bit more mind games because there's some panels on it, but.
And she used a corduroy that has an app.
Corduroy that has an app. So I have to be very careful about that. But what I learned from the skirt, I translated to this skirt. This is the Waffle Patterns Company's Anzu Cargo skirt. And when I finished that skirt, the Encore skirt, I found this skirt online and I said, oh, I need to make this. I really like it. And I started shopping for fabric and I found this denim that has a woven pattern to it that looks like a checkerboard. And we live in Indiana, near the city of Indianapolis.
Yes.
And the month of May is a really big deal around here because of the Indy 500. My family and I love to go to the racetrack and just kind of be part of the action. And I love to theme dress. So I decided I was going to take the skills that I learned from that Encore skirt, which is the zipper insertion. You can see there's a zipper all the way down the front. And it does zip open all the way. And then there's a waistband insertion here at the top. And I'm closing this with a hook and eye. So I started this at home. I cut it out at home. I started it at home and I was able to sew pieces together. But when I got to the part where I had multiple pockets and multiple layers of denim, my little machine just couldn't handle it. So I had to come over here and finish it on one of Whitney's machines just because it has a little bit more oomph to it. Mine just doesn't quite have the motor. It's a craft machine.
Yeah, yeah. But she did finish it on my home. She did not use the industrial. She did finish it on my home machines.
Yes. And I love it. It has patch pockets. They're a little hard to see. If I were to make this pattern again, I might not choose a fabric that has a pattern to it because the pockets would really stand out. There's a little baby pocket. And in the back, we'll show a twirl. There's patch pockets on the back side too with a layered patch pocket. It's
like at an angle. It's a really cool skirt. It's a really cool skirt.
And I'm sure you flashed up a picture of the pattern already, but there's so many pocket options. Probably you could have come up with 30 different ways to choose your pockets and make it just as unique as you want to. I'm thrilled with this. I can't wait to wear it. I might even layer it up with some tights and wear it to a concert or something before the month of May. So that was a really fun project. So now, what's next?
What is next?
Now, I'm super confident.
See, that's all it takes, guys. Just a few of these under your belt, and then you will feel the same way.
Yes.
Like all of a sudden invincible. Like I can do anything.
Yes, I can do anything. So my next project is a button-up shirt. It's a short sleeve shirt with a camp style collar, and I've got the pieces cut out and I'm started and I'm really excited about that. And then after that, I had some fabric we picked up at University of Sewing that's going to be, it's almost a shirt dress. It has no collar, it's sleeveless, but it buttons all the way down with a belt. So it's all about button-up shirts.
It is. And she's going to use the shirt making class that we have to follow along when she's not here with me. Obviously, she does have access to me. You want to talk about the print matching as well.
Okay.
Because we have a class for that too.
So if you remember the quilt jackets, I cut all those out.
Yeah.
And I was painstakingly thinking about how do I get these patterns to match up? Because these are quilt blocks, right?
Yeah.
Well, I had a little bit of that vein when I was cutting out this fabric. And at one point I sent Whitney a picture, and you can pop it up on screen.
Okay.
And I said, if there is a prize for for print matching, I should win it, because on the back yoke of this pants, these lines are so good here.
Yeah.
And I'm not even sure if you can see it here on the camera, but even the lines across the pocket and onto the skirt.
She did really
I
good.
liked it really,
She did really good. And we do have a mini course on how to do that as well on the channel.
Yeah.
On the website.
Yeah, it's fiddly, but the outcome is so good.
Yeah.
The outcome is so good. So that's what's up next for me. I'm excited that I got to share this with you guys. And
I think it's just
there'll just be more.
Yeah, and I think this is just a really good reminder that no matter where you are in your sewing journey, that number one, there's always more to learn. Like there's always tools to add to your tool belt, even if you've sewn everything that you could imagine you would ever want to sew. But also, if you haven't, it's not a big leap from beginner to advanced beginner or from advanced beginner to intermediate. It's just following the pattern. And once you get confident in some of those basic skills, such as facings and zippers and that sort of thing, really sky's the limit. You are well on your way.
I am a little terrified about buttons, but that's okay. It's just because I haven't done it.
Yeah, and you're going to get there and it's going to be fine. So anyway, setting in sleeves. We've got all sorts of fun things to still tackle.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
So let's get at it.
Let's absolutely get at it. All the classes we've talked about are linked down below, or you can just go to TomKatStitchery.com and take a look at our catalog that's over there as well.
Yeah.
And search the website. There may or may not be a coupon on the website if you search. All right, guys, that's all we have for today. I hope you've enjoyed today's video, and we will see you guys next time.
Bye.
Bye.